Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. I died. I am officially a Reaper. It happened. Let me show you.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Good sir.
How's it going?
Mr. Knight.
Mr.
Good.
Reaper, how are you?
Oh, I am a Reaper now.
I notice you have a
God
red
dang
name.
it. Yes. Oh, it was so sad, man. I got blown up by an end crystal.
An end crystal?
Look, the third time. He tried 3 times. The third one he got me with. Yeah, it was
Amazing.
It was a bit annoying.
Who actually got you?
Scar, of all people.
Scar?
Our good old
Wow.
friend Scar got me.
Amazing.
I would like to ask you a favor.
Okay.
Could you pick a number between 24 and 32? And this has nothing to do with Demise. I have a little project that I've been running for a while on the server. If I have to ask you this, actually, have you seen my project? Because that kind of
I have
changes
not.
what I
No, there are so many
Okay.
videos and things that it's been impossible to keep up with everything at the moment.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so we do. Okay, we're gonna do this. Okay, 32. Wait, 24 to 32. Pick a number.
27.
27. That's like the most picked number. Okay, so what I need you to do is you pick up 27 blocks. It can be 27 of the same block, or it can be 20, it can be 10 of one block, 10 of another, and 7 of the last.
There we go. Okay, good to go.
Okay, and you have exactly 27 now, because you can't have more.
I may have just realized that math is hard, and I grabbed 37.
I'm not gonna lie, most people have done that mistake.
It's fine.
So it's fine.
It's fine. No big deal.
Fine.
Just dump some of those. Okay, we're good.
Okay, we're fine. Right, we're actually quite close, which is nice.
Oh, good. Good. Now you have to promise me something, Iskall. You have to promise me that this is not in any way Demise related and that you will not kill me. A temporary truce, so to speak.
Yeah, we can pause and you can have a look at my channel and you can see that I've done this project with every other hermit, except for you and XB and Green.
I am willing to trust you on that, but I still want you to say I promise not to kill you within the next 10 to 15 minutes.
I promise not to kill you within the next 15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, let me park my horse.
This is the most beautiful build I have ever seen.
Thank you, Welsknight. It is a very nice...
I'm going to park my horse. Uh-oh. Why am I so bad at jumping?
Nice.
There we go. There,
is that my old horse?
This? No, this is Spot. I bred him from a baby. He's totally mine and definitely not taken from a random hole where he was abandoned by his previous owner.
Okay. Well, I was just checking. It looked very much like my old horse. That's all. So, this is the build.
It's beautiful.
It's
unique.
You see the little acacia?
Unique.
You see the little acacia there? Right there?
Yeah, little.
Bye, Wells.
You lied to me! You broke your promise. I can never trust you ever again.
To be fair, this was a very Among Us kill and a very psychological kill. I'm so sorry, Welsknight. You know that this was hard for me. I bring gifts, and I hope that you can forgive me forever, and that we can be friends. And yeah.
I will.
I'm sorry.
I will have to think about it. I'm deeply hurt. You promised. How could you do this to me, Iskall?
Well, I had my fingers crossed.
I need to get my stuff back.
Oh, shoot. Actually, hold on. I gotta help you. I am so sorry. Welsknight, you have no idea. I wanted this to be a complete shock for you, because that's how I felt with Scar earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
I was completely shocked. Careful with jumping down. Don't jump down. Don't jump down.
It's fine. The water will get there.
It's
very deep.
Well, it's staglamites.
Yeah.
You have to swim down.
Yeah, you just gotta wait for the water to...
I don't think you can... Can you water weight on staglamites?
No, but I mean, like, you could land in the water to break your fall. before you.
Yeah, but then you die from the stalagmites, I think. I don't know. Careful. I don't know how they work. I'm not going to kill you again, although I understand if you don't trust me.
It's all good. Yeah, we're good.
Oh, there's a massive cave here. Don't dig up the wall. I haven't lit it up. Are you breathing?
Yeah, we're good. I'm just grabbing my stuff and things. There we go.
I'm so sorry, Wells, but I gave you 20 diamond ores. That's like 5,000 diamonds with fortune.
Just think how many diamonds I could have gotten, though, if I... Never mind.
I mean, on the contrary, Wells, look. You'd rather die like this than to a random creeper explosion in a cave or to a zombie or something.
This is true. Plus, I guess I don't need to worry now. Oh, I'm a terrible swimmer. Plus, now I don't need to be looking over my shoulder every 5 seconds. So there is that.
Well, I died this morning, and it was kind of similar in a psychological way. Because he tried once, and I was totally expecting it. I dodged it, or I survived. Mm-hmm. And then he tried again, which I also was expecting. But that time, he dropped all his items, because he died. And so I saw that he didn't have... I thought I saw that he didn't have more end crystals. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, no, I figured you'd try that. That's fair.
It was
That's
worth
fair.
a shot.
Yeah,
Oh,
fair.
hold on. There's a...
I'll block it up. It's
Oh, are you planning to use it again?
No, I'm dead now. I spent a whole 4 minutes on digging out that hole.
Here, I'll give this to you as a memento.
Oh, thank you so much, Welsknight.
Yes.
This is my trophy.
It is.
Wait, let me...
Congratulations, you've finally done
We're
it.
brothers.
Yep.
We're brothers.
Something
I'm not gonna kill you again. I know you won't trust me, but there we go.
We just little screenshot. Look in the same direction I'm looking. Yep, there we go. Beautiful.
There we go. Sorry, Welsknight.
It's okay.
I love you, really. I wouldn't have done this if I didn't trust that we are actually friends from 2013. I want you to remember that we have been in this together for a very long time.
It's fine. It's part of the game. I forgive you. Yeah. I just... You promised. You promised. Sad. How could you do this to me?
Okay, while I promised, I wrote in my chat, to be fair, I wrote no. Does that make the promise like it was a
I don't think so.
I
don't think it works that way, but it's fine.
Well, it's a game of deceit.
What
can I say?
That it is.
What can I say?
That it is. All right. Well, I got to get going. See you later.
Take your horse, take your spot.
Oh, yes, that's right. Spot my very real, definitely mine horse.
I know that it's my horse, Wells, but you've earned him now.
You know, I think there's this time-tested legal precedent known as finders keepers.
Yeah, it's definitely not 10 minutes though. So it's fine.
10 minutes. I think the horse was in the hole for more than 10 minutes.
No, it was 10 minutes, and that was my saddle that I worked hard for when I found it in a hole like 2 days earlier.
So are you saying that Ren also lied to me? Because she said the horse had been in the hole for like weeks.
Yes, no, absolutely, 100%. I 100% question Ren about this before I question you. Yes, I know that it's not you. I know that it's Ren.
I see. But I've been had, it appears.
You have been had twice.
Twice now.
Sorry, Wells.
Well, thank you for the horse.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Spot and I are gonna go away now.
I feel like I have a permanent enemy now.
It's okay. Well, I'll get you back sooner or later. So yeah, that's how I finally died. I was lied to. I was deceived. It's all in good fun though. Also, the bridge that we built last episode, you may notice it is gone. So, there's a few reasons for that. Hypno and I were talking, and he wasn't really a huge fan of the bridge going directly into his backyard, which, you know what, perfectly valid. I probably should have asked him first to make sure he didn't have plans for that spot over there before I built it. It wasn't like a huge deal. But we were talking about potential solutions and things like that. We talked about a lot of different options. We talked about working around it. We talked about moving it. We talked about a lot of different things. So it was a good discussion between the two of us. But ultimately, I decided that I wanted to just tear it down. And other than the fact that Hypno wasn't a fan of the bridge, there were other reasons for that too. As a lot of you correctly pointed out in the comments last episode, The bridge was very low to the ground and blocked this waterway. Now, it wasn't completely blocked off because this is an island, and you could just boat around the island instead, come over this way and go sort of the long way around. But that's kind of inconvenient for people who want to use boats. And then the other thing, too, is that with Hypno's place being right there, like, the bridge looked a little bit awkward, and it was also, like, super long. It looked like it was fine, but I wasn't, like, super, super happy with it. And the thing is, too, you have to realize that that bridge was not a build that I put, like, a ton of time into planning and stuff like that. No, like, I came on the server, and I just started putting down blocks, and a couple hours later, I had a bridge. The end. Like, so here's the thing. I've been thinking about it. And I think I want to make a smaller bridge, a shorter one, that goes over this gap instead, which is a bit of a shorter gap. I think it will still look nice, but it won't block the river as much. It will probably end up blocking this river because we can't arch it too much. But here's what you might not know. This area over here is currently empty. But the plan is that eventually this is going to be the shopping district once people actually start like building shops and all that kind of stuff. So even though there's nothing over here really right now, eventually the bridge will be connected to the shopping district. And realistically, if I'm leaving my base through the gates and stuff, there's a good chance that I'm going into the shopping district, probably even like the majority of the time. So, once that time comes, obviously, once people start making shops and all that kind of stuff. So the thing is, it might look a little strange right now that I've got a bridge kind of going in the opposite direction of everybody else, but it's more a matter of like future proofing. And I kind of realized after I built the big long bridge that it probably would have made more sense to put it over here instead. And then on top of the fact that I built the bridge that cut off the waterway, which was like, it's not a big deal, but at the same time, I can understand why some people would be like, oh, but I want to use a boat. That's fine. And then also, Hypno not being super keen on this idea of having a bridge going into his backyard, I thought, you know what? Why not? We'll just learn from our mistakes. We'll tear it down. We'll rebuild a new one. Piece of cake. And the thing is, like, I feel like there's a little bit of a lesson here regarding handling disputes in a mature manner. Because the thing is, if you're playing on a server with a group of people, or for that matter, at a workplace with a group of people, or doing literally anything that involves a group of people, sometimes conflicts are going to come up. That's just the nature of life. But just because there's a conflict of some sort, just because two people might disagree on something, or one person might do something that the other person is like, I don't know about that, whatever, you can just talk it out and come to a reasonable solution that everybody's happy with, and that's it. It doesn't have to be like this chaotic, drama-filled mess. It can just be like, you have a talk, you talk about solutions, and you pick a solution and go with it. And that's what happened. So yeah, we are going to build a new bridge, and I think it's pretty much going to be lined up with where this nether portal is right now. It'll bridge this gap right here into what will eventually someday be the shopping district on the server. So I think that'll be really good. Also, I should probably mention, Hypno offered to help me tear it down. That was part of the solution that we came up with. And funny enough, he actually died as well. He got demised too, shortly after we started tearing it down. So you'll have to go watch his video to see exactly what happened to him. I'm not going to spoil that for you, but yeah, you'll notice at the very start, he's got a white name, and then shortly afterwards, he has a red name. But yeah, we tore down the bridge together, and XB actually showed up about halfway through as well and helped. So with 3 people tearing it down, it really didn't take that long, and we were just kind of hanging out and chatting and destroying the bridge. So I thought it was really good. Sometimes the best solution to a problem is to just scrap it and start over when something doesn't work out the way that you had hoped. So that's what we did, and as I said earlier, with 3 of us, it really wasn't a major undertaking to get rid of this bridge. Now, I know we've talked about building the bridge, but I have other things I need to do first. I have a red name. I must try to get rid of it. So we're probably going to hold off on building the other bridge for later, maybe next episode or something like that. But first, a little bit of demise, and I have a partner in crime for this one. Okay, X, my evil... Well, your evil counterpart isn't here, but X, my friend.
We're like partners. It's like you're Hell's Knight and I'm Evil X.
I should have done a skin change. I should have brought on Hell's Knight to be Reaper me. But
that would have been something.
I do have a plan. I do have an idea though. Who's still actually alive?
False is, and there's got to be one more because otherwise the game would be over. Hypno got.
XB maybe.
XB and False, and yeah, I think that might be it. It might just be those 2 left.
Okay, so I have a plan, right?
Okay.
So everyone has a mining shaft for the most part, right?
Yeah.
And at the bottom of said mining shaft, there's usually water, right?
Right. Oh, so just find people's drops and remove them and put dripstone there.
Oh, better, my friend. Because you can see, most people, if they're really being cautious, they'll look down and they'll see, oh, there's a piece of glass down there or a dripstone or like whatever, right?
Right.
But what if partway down the chute, you did
I think I know where you're going with this. Like an observer and string. Oh, okay, yeah.
You do a little bit of this, and then it triggers a piston to just push a block on top of the landing spot, and they just go splat. Because it's a long drop. Most people are going down to like Y level minus 54 or something like that. That's like a 100-block drop. Almost.
And it's very simple. Now, we could also create like an incentive to go and mine.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because we got those lectern stat books now, we could sort of say, like, who can get the most of this thing or whatever wins a prize, and maybe that incentivizes some players to go down.
It's an option. I mean, the other thing, too, is that, like, I don't think string renders in from
afar.
From afar,
see it.
right?
Yeah.
From, like, however many blocks away. Whereas, like, dripstone and stuff does.
You see it, yeah.
So
you're absolutely right. Anyone that's using that's just a very quick passive trap that you can add.
Yeah, and then you just log off and wait for them to go mining at some point. And they go splat.
Well, if you and me set up a few of those, then we can claim a kill for ourselves and no longer be... What was it called again? Because
Reapers.
Reapers, thank you. Yeah, because you don't want to end the game a Reaper. That kind of means you've lost in a way, right?
Well,
like you might have survived for longer, but then
you survived long enough that you didn't have an opportunity left to kill anybody because everybody else was already like dead.
True, but I've tried and failed, so
that's true. You did die significantly before me, though. I think so.
Yeah.
It's all good. But yeah, we could do it. I know exactly where XB's mining shaft is.
Well, you go for XB's, and I'll try and suss out where False is.
I don't know.
Hers.
I don't know if False has an actual mining, like a mine shaft that she drops down. I know that XB does. So,
okay.
Do you have sticky pistons or slime?
I was gonna say for that contraption, you shouldn't need sticky pistons, right? But what are you thinking?
Well, I mean, I suppose you could just use.
Trap wire...
Yeah, you could actually just use a regular piston. Come to think of it.
Yeah, because otherwise you're using you're going to have to change the signal from the tripwire from a pulse into a steady state, which is what you basically want the block to do anyway. You just want it to push out and stay there. So
yeah, good point.
Just do it with a regular piston.
Yeah, good point.
You need like minimal redstone for that.
See, this is why you're the redstone genius and I am not.
Oh, you're the evil genius on this one. Awesome. Right, I'll go investigate False then. And I'm also going to find out if there's anyone left in the game. But that's such a great idea. I love it.
All right, sounds good. Okay, we have made it to XB's mine shaft. It's just up here. There's like a painting in the back of his house that drops down. Like so. Here's the house. Painting above the bed. You just do one of these. So here's the plan. We are going to essentially trap this bit. So let's throw a block down real quick. And there's a piston here that's just going to extend this deep slate. That way it'll also be impossible to see the piston. So we're just going to go up probably about this far. Let me throw a torch down real quick. And we're just going to do something like this. And then I think I can still... Yeah, okay. Downside, though, is torch has to come back down. Let's just throw the torch there. String. And then we just... pillar back down. Like so. And that should not be visible from up above. Like, at all, I don't think. We'll double check it and find out. But I have a feeling that's going to be almost impossible to see.
I remember we never really used fruit.
I've been using it because I'm freestyle building and not using like matter.
Okay, so looking up above, yeah, that is impossible to see. It looks perfectly normal, which is exactly what we want. So good stuff. And I don't know that it may actually need to go higher. Okay, the trap is set. So we just put everything back the way it was. Here's the piston. It will extend this block right here, so it looks exactly the way it did before. And then we just have back here just a real simple little redstone staircase that leads up to the tripwire hooks. And if we trigger these, like so, you can see the light just went out. It all works. So yeah, that's basically it, and it should look completely normal from up above. So I think I think we're good. I don't know if it'll work. Depends on how often XB goes mining. But who knows? It might get the job done. I think it is certainly capable of it. We definitely need to get that positioned correctly, though. But there we go. That is the trap. It may work, it may not, but I think it's worth a shot. And as I figured, it is completely invisible from up above. It looks totally normal. You can't see anything out of the ordinary, so I think it will be perfect. And with a bridge torn down and a trap set, I think that is about all that we have time for today. So guys, I am going to call the episode there. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.